Well, hello friends, once again Scotty here. Today we're driving the 2019 Toyota Avalon hybrid 4-door limited. Very well equipped car, base price of $42,870 as tested, $42,800 as tested, $44,870. It has $1,150 worth of options. The advanced safety package, which includes intelligent clearance sensor, bird eye view camera with perimeter scan and rear cross traffic alert with braking. I don't know if you can see this on the dash, but that's your 360-degree perimeter camera. That's the rear camera. Speaking of the dash, love the way the touchscreen is integrated into the dash. I drove a very premium luxury car not long ago, and it looked like somebody had taken and stuck in an iPad to the dash with Velcro. Not integrated at all. The controls on the dash are pretty simple and easy to use. There are buttons for all the main features, and then they take you to additional menus. And yeah, it's easy to use. How would I describe this car? Well, first of all, let's talk about the hybrid a little bit. I drove a Prius last week on an extended test drive, and it was really my first time to spend a substantial amount of time with a hybrid. I've driven a lot of them at Auto Riders events and on the track and in brief tests, and one time about 20 miles. Literally really give you an overview of what it's like to own and drive one of these vehicles. And I got to tell you, I am thoroughly charmed with the hybrid drivetrains. They are not super powerful, but the fuel mileage is absolutely undeniable. As I said, I got like 47, 48 mpg on the highway. I know that's hard to believe, but the numbers don't lie. How would I describe this car? First of all, I like the styling. I'm not a fan of the Toyota Camry styling, but somehow or other it looks better on the Avalon. As I said, I took it on a road trip. I found it to be a very superbly comfortable road car. It has very beautiful leather in the car. Very premium feel to it. It feels like this stuff would last forever, unlike some leather in some other domestic brands. It seems very thin and very cheap. The trim on the doors and the dash appears to be real wood. I don't know if it is wood, but if it's a facsimile, it's an excellent facsimile. Performance is not bad. When you goose it, it goes. As I said, this is not meant to be a performance car. How would I describe this, and who would I think the buyer for this car is? Well, first of all, this is an adult's car. This is not a car that a young person is probably going to buy, nor do I think that it is aimed at a younger person. It's aimed at somebody my age. Let's say the 50 to 70-year-old crowd. You know, I guess how I could term this is, you know, if your great Aunt Tilly bought a Buick LeSabre in the 90s, well, she would love this car because it's everything that was like amplified and modified by a factor of about 50. All the technology is very well integrated. As I said, the controls are easy to use. One of my complaints about a number of cars that I drive is that some of the tech is buried 3 or 4 menus deep. It's hard to find. With the push buttons on the screen, you can just go to all the basic functions. It has a very nice JBL sound system in it. I think I have the audio off. I don't know if there's anything. Nope, I don't have the Bluetooth connected. But the interior is very attractive. It stands out from a crowd. I was gassing this thing up the other day next to an older generation Avalon, and boy, it really stands out by comparison to that. It also appears to be a much larger car in comparison to a couple of generations back Avalon. You know, when I evaluate cars, what I look at is how would you feel about this thing 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 years down the road if you're still making payments on it? Is it a car that you're going to be satisfied with, or is it a car that's going to get old fast, or you're going to feel like, well, gee, you know, I wish I could trade this thing off? I think this is a car that you could remain satisfied with for the long term. As I said, it's comfortable, it's stylish, the fuel mileage is just incredible. Sound system is great. You can put 4 full-size adults in here, or you know, 5 if one of them isn't too big in the back. Has decent trunk room, decent performance. So all those things considered, you know, I would give the Toyota Avalon Hybrid a 2 thumbs up and a 5-star rating on the Scotty scale. Also want to remind you guys that we are now GarageDLX.fm. You can find us on Alexa by saying, Alexa, play Live 365. It'll ask you which station, and you say, Alexa, play Garage DLX. Or you can go to GarageDLX.fm in any browser. It'll take you to our radio station. There's a player there. You just click and you can listen to us. We do Tales from the Garage every Saturday with myself, Scotty Gibson, Nathan Tazlar, who calls in from the Netherlands, and our friend Jesus Garcia, who participates from South Texas, all by the marvel of modern electronics. Tales from the Garage is every Saturday from noon to 2, 5 to 7 p.m. We rebroadcast the program every weekday from noon to 2 p.m. We call ourselves the Three Stooges of the automotive world. We have a lot of fun. We play a lot of great music. We talk about cars. We do some car reviews, and well, quite honestly, we do a little bit of cutting up. So folks, here it is, the 2019 Toyota Avalon Hybrid Limited. Highly recommend it. Go test one.